First of all, very, very good morning to sir, ma'am, and all my dear students. So today we all are here for a very, very interesting session that is our talk of the month. And yes, the word technology nowadays, this is the only friend to whom which we can have trust on them, and it's nothing but a technology. And for that, we have a very, very special guest with us, that is Dr. Niket sir. And Dr. Niket is a PhD in physics. So we all know whenever we have any problem in science, physics is there to answer us. So students, I want you to be very much interactive with sir. He would really like to give all the answers to your questions. And as we all know, science is totally based on the questions. If you ask more questions, we will discover it more. So over to you, sir. And sir, on behalf of Countryside International School, I wholeheartedly welcome you.
Very good morning to all of you. I hope I am audible to all of you.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Yeah, fine. So first of all, I like to extend my gratitude to Countryside International School and Sanjay sir for providing a wonderful platform to interact with this young ignited minds. Right. So I am observing them last, I think, 3-4 minutes, and they have a full of energy. So let me share my screen so that so I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and whenever and whomsoever have a question, they can unmute yourself. They can pause me at any point of time, and they can ask, because if I do the full screen, I hope I'm not able to see the chat box. So if you are writing in the chat box, I will not able to read that.
Sir, I will
So
help you
I'm
out. Yeah.
yeah, fine. Fine. So the basic, the title of my talk will be Science and Innovation. Right. So the objective of my talk will be how the basic science will help you out to design a new innovations or new technology. Right now, whatever we are doing, right, in day-to-day life, if you observe, right, we have a n number of gadgets and number of technology that you are using in your 24 hours, right? So you can't imagine yourself without innovations or without technology, right? So the my idea is that I will inspire you to become innovator or design a new technology to serve the society as well as to serve this particular world. So how many of you have a dream or goal to become a scientist or innovator? No one. All right.
So
So
there is one student who is raising hands, sir. Oh, should I unmute him?
yeah, two participant has raised the hand. Right.
Hmm. Yes, Om, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Uh, who is that? Kindly say your name.
Sir, my name is Om Shwadir.
Okay. So you are dreaming to become a scientist or innovator, right?
Yes, sir.
Great, great, great. So I will go through the recipe to become innovator or scientist. Fine.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's move on. You can mute yourself again. No problem in that. So what is innovation? Right. creating a new machine or designing a new machine or anything is known as innovation, right? When I was of your age or in the school, I was also knowing the same thing. Innovation is nothing but it is creating a new or designing a new machine or anything. But there is a very thin line between your innovation and invention, right? When you create or design something, it is known as invention. And when you so there's a when you create something new, that is known as your invention. And when you add an value to your invention, right? When you make it commercialize, or when you make it value add the value in it, it is known as innovation, right? So invention and innovation are, they are nearby similar, but in one case you have just an idea, and in the second case you are adding the value or a commercialization to your ideas. Now, uh, we all have ideas everywhere, right? Whenever you have a dream or whenever you have something in your mind, right? Whenever you think about something new, that is your idea that you have. Now you need to convert that idea so that it can be usable, or every people can use that particular thing. And that, when you commercialize it, when you add value in it, that is known as a innovation, right? So invention and innovation are nearly, they are same, right? Innovation is nothing but it is your invention that has a certain value, that value in terms of money or in terms of its utilization, right? Suppose you have an idea कि uh, मैं सोते सोते ही I can join the Zoom meeting, right? Whatever that we are having right now. And if I have an idea कि नहीं मैं, if I am sleeping and I should join without waking up, I should join the meeting, right? So that is the idea that I have. But you know that that may be not possible right now, but in future it may happen. Okay, if you're sleeping and you can join the meeting or you can attend the school also, right? So whatever the thought you have today, right, it may look funny, it may look out of this world or out of this box, right? People may laugh on you also कि ये कैसे सोच रहा है, right? सोते सोते कभी स्कूल ज्वाइन हो सकता है क्या? You can, while sleeping, can you able to learn, right? So ऐसे अगर क्वेश्चन आपके दिमाग में भी आते हैं कि मैं ऐसे थॉट्स अगर आपके दिमाग में आते हैं कि हाँ मैं सोते सोते स्कूल अटेंड करूँ, राइट? अभी तो आपको उठना पड़ता है, देन यू नीड टू ज्वाइन द जूम मीटिंग और वो सब पहन के बैठना पड़ता है, अटेंटिव होना पड़ता है। बट ऐसा कुछ हो जाए कि मैं सो जाऊं और while sleeping I can learn, right? So is it possible? No, right now you cannot think of. But अगर आप इस पे थोड़ा और काम करोगे तो it may happen after 5 4 years, 5 6 years, 10 years, you may able to, there is one phenomena which is known as a sixth sense, राइट? जो आपका माइंड जो है वो डायरेक्टली दूसरों के माइंड के साथ कनेक्ट हो सकता है, राइट? सो such technology can be possible in a near future, right? So the point is, innovation is nothing but it is the idea that you have, और वो आइडिया को आपको रियल वर्ल्ड में लाना है, right? So let's move further. And these are the some of the innovation that has changed the world. Your innovation may also change the upcoming world also, right? So आपके दिमाग में भी ऐसा कोई आइडिया होगा, आपके दिमाग में भी कोई ऐसा कोई थॉट होगा which may change this world also, So I will narrate a few innovations that has changed the world. Like you also know that you might know about this innovations also. Wheel, right? पहले जब wheel नहीं था तो transportation was not possible, right? So all the vehicles and all that thing comes into existence because of this wheel. Then you have one more thing is compass, that is a magnetic compass by which we are able to know the direction and all, right? Then you have a map, then you have a different things, different direction you come to know, and you have a navigation system, you have a GPS and so on, right? So this compass has no value, but it has given a meaning and it has given new direction for navigation and so on. So इनोवेशन में ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो इनोवेशन से आप पैसे ही कमाओ, right? It may have
Mm.
some value to the community also. Then you have a steam engine or engine. They may have changed all the railways that you have. Then small nail, right? जिससे आप इतने सारे दीवार पे photos and everything can be done, or everything can be fix it up with a small nail. That nail don't have any value, but it has a certain applications also. Then you have a light bulb, right? So that due to that you can work in the night also. Otherwise पहले initial days people were used to work in your sunlight only, and then after they don't have anything. So that day was very short. Now you have this light bulb and tube light and LED and CFL and all. So your day become longer. So people utilize 24 hours altogether. Then you have electricity that also changed the world drastically. Then you have a battery. Nowadays, there are more number of innovations are taking place to have a large capacity battery in a smaller size. Right? So people are doing good research on the different types of batteries. Then you have a transistor, right? And due to that, your size of the mobile, size of your computer, size of your TVs are changed, size of your radio are changed from the larger box to a smaller and very tiny you can device, you can say. Then you have antibiotics. You you are listening about the vaccine of your COVID-19 and so on. So that's antibodies and antibiotics made the meaning to the human life. They increase the life of human. Then you have X-rays by which you can identify the cracks and all. They have a very varieties of application of X-rays. Then you have a refrigerator, then television, and you have a camera. Cameras also have a different uh, transition from rolls to have roll-less camera. Then you have digital cameras and so on. Then you have computers. Computer, initially the computer was like big rooms, and now you have a smaller and smaller computer with a larger capacity and so on. And the one thing which have changed whole world, and we are also using this innovation, that is your internet, via which we are able to, right now we are able to talk or interact with you, right? Other than that we are not able to interact in this particular situation, right? So there are others innovations also. They may have changed the world also, right? So now The point is ki what you require, right? When you want to do, these are the innovation that has already taken place in the earlier years. Now if you want to be a innovator, or if you want to design something, what you want or what are the recipe that you are looking for. So I will give you the secret of innovations. First is ideate, right? Whatever you need to think about it, right? You need to create an idea in your mind. So everyone has a laboratory with them, right? आप लोग जहाँ कहीं भी हो, आपके पास वो लेबोरेटरी तो है जहाँ पर ये आप काम कर सकते हो. You need to think about it, right? So to ideate मतलब to create an idea. वो सबके दिमाग में आइडिया आता ही है. ओनली थिंग इज दैट हम लोग वो आइडिया को कन्वर्ट नहीं करते हैं इन द रियलिटी और इन द प्रैक्टिकल वर्ल्ड. So the first and very important thing is to ideate. To ideate मतलब to generate a new idea. Right? जैसे मैंने अभी एग्जांपल दिया, आई गिवन द एग्जांपल कि काश आई कैन join the class while I am sleeping. So that is my idea. It might, I don't know whether that may come in the reality, that may happen in the reality or not. But whenever you have an idea, right, that idea may generate or may lead to a new innovation or a new product also. So it is very important to have this ideation. So whenever you have a any funny or any crazy idea, you need to write it down and you need to discuss with your mentors, you need to discuss with your teachers, you need to discuss with your friends, you need to discuss with your parents and so on. And then your teachers, your guide, your mentors will take you this idea into to convert it into your reality, right? So it is very important to generate the idea in your mind, and that take your ideas out of your mind. वो दिमाग में रहेगा तो कोई काम का नहीं है. So second step is to create it. जो भी आपका आइडिया है, वो आइडिया को you need to create in the laboratory or in the real world. आपके दिमाग में जो भी आइडिया आता है उसको आपको प्रैक्टिकली उस पर काम करना पड़ेगा. Then and then you can convert it into your innovation. मुझे आज आइडिया है कि मैं सोते सोते if I can attend the school or any session, तो मुझे उस पर काम करना पड़ेगा कि how my mind can connect with your particular technology. So I need to think over it, I need to think over, I need to observe, I need to read and so on. So second thing is whatever the idea you have right in your mind, you can convert it into reality. That is the second step, that is creation or to create. And third is very important part is your validate or test. Whatever you have created, whatever you have made, you need to test it whether it works or not, it works in the every condition or not. You might have heard in the news also, the vaccine testing is going on, first stage, second stage and so on. So what they are doing, they are doing or they are validating whatever they have idea, right? First of all, in the vaccine also they have an idea, okay, how to protect against your virus. They have idea, then that idea has created in the lab, that is they prepared a vaccine, and that vaccine they are validating on the different human beings whether this particular vaccine is working on every condition. इंडिया में वर्क कर रहा है, यूएस में वर्क कर रहा है, फ्रांस में वर्क कर रहा है, कहाँ पर वर्क कर रहा है, सभी जगह वर्क करेगा, सभी एज ग्रुप पे वर्क करेगा, सभी एटमॉस्फेयर पे काम करेगा एंड सो ऑन. So there are n number of on different stages, and from that stage once everything is clear, right, जब आपका वैक्सीन ये सारे स्टेजेस में से पास हो जाता है, and you have a new innovation, that is vaccine against your COVID-19. Right, so thus your new innovation will takes place. So whatever the idea you have, you need to take out from your mind, right? Because वो mind में रहेगा, so that is useless, right? The idea in your mind वो वहीं पे पड़ा पड़ा रह जाएगा और उसका कोई काम लगेगा नहीं. Someone else will take out the idea from his mind or her mind and do the same. आप लोगों ने कई बार देखा भी होगा कि मेरा आइडिया है, वो बाजू वाला वो करके ले गया, कॉपी कर लिया उसने, but it is not the copy, right? People have a similar ideas in the similar mind. The point is, who will take that idea first and who will work on it fast, right? So जो पहले काम करेगा उसके पास चांस होगा टू बी इनोवेटर. नहीं तो फिर अगर आप आइडिया में लेजीनेस में आप पड़े रहोगे, then your idea may go to someone else mind and he or she may create that particular idea, he or she may work on that idea and create a new thing, right? So if you have an idea, take that idea out, create that idea into the reality, work on it and try to create your idea into reality. Ask your teachers, ask your parents, ask your colleagues, ask your friends to help you out to create your idea into the reality. And then you have a n number of validation and number of tests so that you will have a perfect product in the market. Fine. So these are the 3 steps that we need to follow as and when you need to create something new. Then let me give you the recipe for the innovation. कि what you require to create the innovation. मैंने steps तो आपको बता दिए. Now there is a very secret recipe that I'm giving. First of all, you need to observe. You need to observe around you. You need to observe every day, right? Whenever you go, wherever you go, whatever you use, try to observe, right? Suppose if you are using this laptop or a desktop, and if you are using the Zoom meeting, you need to ask the question how this Zoom meeting is working, how your laptop is working, how I am able to transmit myself to into your laptop and so on. If you are using the mobile phone, how your mobile phone is using, what is 4G, what is 5G, right? So you need to ask the question every now and then, right? Then and then you are able to know the basics. If you know the uh, if you know the everything you knew you use, then and then you are able to develop something. Right? So first thing, or the first and the most appropriate, or the thing is observation. You need to observe everything and you need to ask the question, okay, why this thing happens, why that thing happens, and so on. Second thing is imagination. You need to imaginative, okay? जो है नहीं इन बिकॉज इनोवेशन इज नथिंग बट जो है नहीं उसको आपको क्रिएट करना है. Fine. So whatever your imagination, that you need to fine. So you need to imagine, right? जैसे मैंने बोला, I take a same example again कि मैं अगर सोते सोते मुझे Zoom meeting, right, अटेंड करनी है, so that is my imagination. So जब imagine करोगे तो वो imagination को आप reality में convert कर पाओगे, right? So first thing, observation. You need to observe everything and you need to ask the question कि why this thing happens, and that will increase your curiosity. And I request the parents and the teachers to solve that particular curiosity. जो भी आपके बच्चे, right, आपको पूछते हैं, you need to give the appropriate answer to your kids. Then and then they will keep on increasing their curiosity their observation, observing power, and then they will lead to a certain innovations in the future. Second is the imagination. Then you have a basic science, right? Because whenever you want to do something, you need to create your convert your ideas into reality. You require the certain principles, right? That's why whatever you learn in your school, that is physics, chemistry, biology, maths, everything, right? If your fundamentals are very clear, then you can use that fundamentals and concepts to convert into your whatever the ideas that you have into reality. Because innovations are nothing but they are the applications of a simple uh, laws and the principles of the science. Science वाले क्या करते हैं? They have a derive a simple laws and principles, and their applications are known as your innovation, right? हम लोग जैसे ये light है, light will travel in a certain distance, right? Light travels in the straight line. Then camera uses the light principles to capture the image, right? Then you have a video camera that will capture the motions, and then you can transmit it and so on. So this webcam is nothing but it is a simple application of your light, right? So you need to learn your basic science and understand the basic concept of the science very well, and then you need to apply that basic science principles and laws to convert your ideas into reality. Then you must be persistence. Yeah. अगर आज मुझे कोई आइडिया आता है, if I have an idea in my mind and I try to do it, I try to convert it into reality, but अगर नहीं हो पाता, if I get fail, तो कल अगर if I quit, then I'm not able to design or invent anything new. You might have heard about the story of the Edison, Alva Edison, right? He created the bulb after 999 failures, right? So you must be stick to whatever the ideas that you have, right? आपको उस पे बार बार लगातार काम करना पड़ेगा, then you will get your desired result. ऐसा नहीं कि आज किया, if I get failure, like if I fail, तो कल मैं उसको quit करूँगा, then it will not work. अगर आपके फ्रेंड्स आपको बोल दे कि दे रहे ऐसा कुछ होता है क्या, ऐसा नहीं होता है, and you quit, then also it will not work, right? So you must be having the trust on your thought. आपके जो थॉट है, आप जो सोच रहे हो उस पे आपको लगातार काम करना पड़ेगा, and then you will have a successful innovation. And last is your logic. Everything should be logical, then right? कि ये स्टेप के बाद ये करूँगा, ये स्टेप के बाद ये करूँगा. You can see that कि every word is falling down in a logical way, then you have a final result as innovation, right? So each and every observation is important, because if you don't observe, you will not know what is happening, right? So without that you cannot invent anything new. So you need to observe, you need to ask the question, and when you ask the question you will learn something, right? Then you must have the imagination, right? Because you need to create something new which is not existing. So for that you need to imagine, right? So imagination power is required. You require the basic science knowledge, physics, chemistry, maths, biology, everything should be, all fundamentals should be very clear. So be attentive in each and every class of your school, and take interest in each and every subject. Because इनोवेशन में ऐसा नहीं होता कि दैट इज ओनली वन सब्जेक्ट. फिजिक्स का ले लिया तो फिजिक्स से इनोवेशन हो जाएगा, नहीं. there will be some of the multiple, you can say, subjects are involved, right? यहाँ पर you can see the setup in setup. Your chemistry is also there, right? Then you have a evaporation, that is physics, right? So there are certain innovation in which you have a more than one subjects are involved. So you need to be uh, knowing almost basic of each and every subjects, right? So be attentive in your class of all the subjects. Logic is also important. You might have a programming and so on, so that will develop your logic के why एक के बाद एक step क्यों आता है, right? Why you are doing this thing, right? If you want to attend the Zoom meeting, you need to turn on your phone or turn on your computer, and then you can join the Zoom meeting. So that is the logic. ऐसा नहीं कि डायरेक्ट Zoom meeting तो join नहीं कर सकते. First step is you need to turn on your mobile or turn on your laptop or a desktop, then open the Zoom meeting application, and then you need to do that, or then and then you can join. So that is a logical step that you have. You cannot directly बेड पे से सीधे Zoom meeting में join नहीं कर सकते हो. You require a certain steps. So that particular steps are known as your logic, right? So you need to develop that particular logic also. So you can see this a simple innovation, right? It is a imaginary so यहाँ पर you can see क्या हो रहा है, पता चल रहा है आपको. When the rain is falling, right, due to the weight of the water, the pump gets down, and due to that, the air, due to air, your umbrellas goes up and open it up. And as the sun come out, your water get evaporated and the bowl become empty. And as the weight of the umbrella is more, so it will come down. And this will keep on doing it. So there is a simple innovation कि आपका जो umbrella है वो automatically on हो जाना चाहिए. So for that you required some simple basic principle, right? कि pump ले लिया आपने, simple pump, which will when you press, it is a simple piston. When you press, you will get air. Then you have a simple another logic when you have a weight and a balance, right? So you need to consider the weight of the umbrella and weight of the bowl. When your bowl is filled with the water, it should be the weight of that should be more than your umbrella. Then and then it will go down, and due to that your umbrella will go up and so on. And secondly, when it is empty, it should be the weight should be less than your umbrella. Then and then your umbrella will come out and your bowl will go up. Right. So there's a simple innovation, or you can say idea, right, which may work. So the point to show this innovation is that you need to apply a simple logic in a logical simple principles of physics, chemistry, biology, maths in a appropriate logic, so that it will convert in a meaningful innovations. Then पहले भी बोला कि your idea should create meaning or value, right? Your innovation should have desire to make meaning, right? आप जो भी कुछ नया डिजाइन करते हो, it should be meaningful to community or to the society and so on, right? In terms of money or in terms of anything else. So Apple has created the computer which will change the computer and the mobile world. That you have a Google that has changed or that has made difference in the information world. Whatever you want to search, you can write it down in the Google, and Google will gather the information for the same. Then eBay is the e-commerce nowadays. You know that Amazon, Myntra, and so many things, right? So the pioneer was the eBay. So eBay has changed the online shopping, and then you have a YouTube, right? So it has changed the video platform. So your innovation should make a difference to the society or particular field. Let me give you one more, one or two examples. Like in India or anywhere, the farmers are doing like this. They have this, you have seen the scenario like this, but the innovation, right, which made the farmer or they help the farmers is this. Right, so here fine. So you can see that how initially it was this situation was there, and then you have this one that has made or that has changed the life of the farmers. Second is this laborers, they feel single this sand in a this particular thing, so it may utilize this. Let So initially this is replaced by this one, and then there's a situation for a specially able person that may have also changed. So your innovation must have a meaning to a certain community or people, right? They must change their life with your innovation. So your innovation should be such meaningful or they are valuable to some community of the world. Then second is what you require is jump to the next goal. Right now you are here on this red arrow. Whatever you know, physics, chemistry, maths, biology, logic, right? So that is your current education. Now when you want to do something new, you need to jump to the next goal. And whatever you are using, you need to take it to the next level. अब हम लोग जो बात कर रहे हैं जूम का बात कर रहे हैं, so you need to take it to the next level because this is existing, right? ये तो already हो गया है. We need to take it to the next level. So I take a simple example कि initially
Baba mà.
initially there was a ice factory, right, like this ice farming were there. The people used to uh, take ice from a large ground, and then they need to sell it around, but the condition was that they can only do it in the winters only because in summer and monsoon so ice so jamega nahi, so they have a limitation कि they can work only in the winters. So they go to the next level and they invented the ice factory, so they can make ice all the day, 24 hours, 365 days without uh, worrying about the winter, summer, and the monsoon. But the problem was to deliver the ice at the end users, जिनको ice को use करना है उनके पास उनको पहुंचाना पड़ता था. So the next jump to the दिस इनोवेशन वॉज दिस वन, जो आज हमारे सबके घर के अंदर है, दैट इज अवर ओन आइस फैक्ट्री। रेफ्रिजरेटर में ऊपर जो होता है ना फ्रीजर वाला पार्ट जिसमें आइस बन सकता है। सो दिस इज हाउ you can jump to the next level, right? Then you can see how the innovation takes place in your television. Initially it was CRT, कैथोड का ट्यूब वाला था, बड़ा सा टीवी होता था। आपके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स को पूछना कि उनके पास उनके ज़माने में कैसा टीवी होता था, ब्लैक एंड वाइट टीवी। दैन यू हैव अ LCD प्लाज्मा, दैन यू कम द डिजिटल टीवी, सेटअप बॉक्स वाला टीवी आ गया, नो मोर एंटीनास, एंटीना सबके घर से गायब हो गए। दैन यू हैव अ HD TV, दैन यू हैव अ 3D TV, आपका 3D मूवीज भी आ गए, 3D TV। दैन यू हैव अ LED लाइट एमिटिंग डायोड वाले TV, LED स्क्रीन। दैन यू हैव अ स्मार्ट TV जिस पे आप कंप्यूटर भी देख सकते हो, कंप्यूटर गेम भी खेल सकते हो। यू कैन हैव अ n number of application on the smart TV. Then you have a organic light emitting diode LED जिनका the thin, they are having a very thin screen. Then you have ultra HD 4K technology and so on. And what next, right? So this is your existing level, you need to jump to the next. अब ऐसा नया इसमें क्या कर सकते हो? I can I can gain via TV. Can I travel to somewhere else? Time machine जैसा कुछ हो सकता है कि via TV I can go at some place I want, कि जहाँ पर TV जैसे आप लोग हम लोग connected है अभी via Zoom. So via TV we can go, right? Physically I can go into the TV and I can reach to a particular place, right? ऐसा possible हो सकता है, because 3-4 साल पहले अगर कोई बोलेगा कि प्रिंटर से पूरा घर बन सकता है क्या, यू कैन मेक अ हाउस, अ रियल हाउस विद अ कंप्यूटर प्रिंटर। सो 3-4 साल पहले मैं यही, जैसे मैंने बोला कि इफ आई कैन गिव गो एनीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड वाया टीवी, सो कैसा आइडिया लगता है कि हाँ ऐसा कुछ कभी हो सकता है क्या, टीवी के अंदर घुस के कहीं पे जा सकते हैं क्या? तो ऐसा ही आइडिया 4 साल पहले 5 साल पहले किसी ने बोला होगा कि हाँ चलो लेट्स मेक अ हाउस विद द हेल्प ऑफ प्रिंटर। जैसे प्रिंटर में तो पहले क्या होता था कि खाली पेज पे प्रिंट होता था, कलर प्रिंट एंड सो ऑन, बट नाउ L&T has made one house with the help of a real house with the help of 3D printer, right? So आप जो सोचोगे वो हो सकता है, you need to work on that with the help of the 3D printer. Larsen and Toubro, L&T has made one real house, right? So whatever the things you thought that can be possible. So these are the 4 parts कि आपका innovation कैसा होना चाहिए। एक, right, x-axis is a value, y-axis is a uniqueness, right? मैंने बोला था कि your innovation must have the value also. अगर आपका यूनिकनेस भी नहीं है और वैल्यू भी नहीं है तो ऐसा इनोवेशन काम का नहीं है। सेकंड इज, खाली यूनिकनेस है पर वैल्यू नहीं है, ऐसा इनोवेशन भी नहीं चाहिए। देयर शुड बी सम वैल्यू टू योर आइडिया। देन ओनली वैल्यू है, यूनिकनेस नहीं है तो भी काम का नहीं है। इट शुड बी, योर इनोवेशन शुड बी नंबर 4, इट मस्ट हैव यूनिक and it must also have a meaning or the value, then it will make a difference to the society or the world. Now quickly I will go through a very fundamental thing, that this is you, आप ये हो, imagine yourself, right? So to create an innovation what you require is observation, जो मैंने बोला, you need to observe and you need to ask the question why this thing happens, ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, right? So observation is very important. फिर क्यूरियोसिटी चाहिए। मोबाइल हम लोग यूज़ कर रहे हैं पर अभी आज तक किसी ने पूछा ही नहीं है कि मोबाइल कैसे काम करता है। इफ़ यू आर नॉट क्यूरियस अबाउट इट, सो यू विल नॉट लर्न अबाउट द मोबाइल टेक्नोलॉजी, AI, वो सब नहीं सीख पाओगे अनलेस यू ask the question, right? So the basic requirement to learn is to ask the question. So curiosity is very important. Then we must have the problem identification, कि हमारे आजू बाजू प्रॉब्लम क्या है, right? So that will come only after the observation, कि मुझे आइडेंटिफाई ऑब्जर्विंग दैट, कि मुझे सोते सोते राइट यहाँ पर जूम मीटिंग ज्वाइन करना है, तो वो कब होगा कि इफ आई ऑब्जर्व कि जूम मीटिंग कैसे ज्वाइन किया जाता है, वो ऑब्जर्व करूंगा तो प्रॉब्लम दैट यू फाइंड कि हाँ मुझे वो करने में तकलीफ है, वो काम करने में तकलीफ है, या ये काम करने में तकलीफ है, दैट इज योर प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफिकेशन. And then you need to have knowledge, basic knowledge चाहिए, because you need to find out the solution for your problem. मेरा प्रॉब्लम है कि मुझे बहुत आलस आता है to join the Zoom meeting. So for that I need to design something so that I can join, or I can join the school without waking up from my bed. मैं सोते सोते अगर मैं if I am sleeping also, then also I am able to learn. So वो मेरा प्रॉब्लम है. So I need to have a basic knowledge, then I need to find a solution. And वो solution के बाद you need to have a environment. जैसे कि मैंने बोला कि you need to have a very positive environment around you, कि जहाँ पर आप काम कर सको. You need to protect your ideas. नहीं तो क्या होंगे कि आज आपके फ्रेंड्स बोलेंगे अरे ऐसा कोई आइडिया होता है क्या, एंड देन यू क्विट, राइट? सो वो वहाँ पर काम नहीं लगेगा. यू नीड टू हैव अ प्रोटेक्टिव एनवायरनमेंट फॉर योर आइडियाज. आपके आइडिया दिमाग में आइडिया है तो उसको आपके ऊपर काम करना पड़ेगा. सो यू नीड टू गिव एनवायरनमेंट टू योर आइडिया, एंड देन you need to persistence, you need to be having regular efforts, you need to put regular efforts on your ideas to convert it into a reality, and then you will finally reach to your innovation. इतना सब कुछ चाहिए. और I know that you all have this. आप सबके अंदर ये सारे वो हैं, जो मैंने जो भी क्वालिटीज बताई हैं वो सारे आपके अंदर अवेलेबल हैं. पर होता क्या है कि जब आप ये सब when you have thought in your mind और आप किसी को बताते हो, तो करते क्या है हम लोग, कोई आजू बाजू वाला आके, योर फ्रेंड्स, योर रिलेटिव्स, कोई भी, when you share your ideas, what will do, they will push you out from that environment, and then your observation goes on and all, and ultimately your innovation goes away. So you need to protect yourself, you need to work hard on whatever the ideas you have, you need to convert it into reality, right? किसी को ऐसे धक्का मारने नहीं देना है. And whatever you think that can be possible, वो possible हो सकता है. Fine. So I think the basic of your innovations, right, कि आप इनोवेशन कैसे कर सकते हो, वो मैंने आपको सारा जो सीक्रेट था वो मैंने बता दिया. आई विल एंड अप वन विथ अ स्मॉल स्टोरी, कि आप जैसे ही बहुत सारे बच्चे डुमस या तो गोवा के बीच पे गए, और वहाँ पर हम जैसे कोई एल्डरली अंकल जो थे वो क्या कर रहे थे कि वेव्स शोर पे आते हैं, सी शोर पे, तो उसके साथ बहुत सारी स्टारफिश आ जाती हैं किनारे पे. तो वो अंकल क्या कर रहे थे कि वो स्टारफिश को उठा के अंदर डाल रहे थे, स्टारफिश को उठा के अंदर डाल, अंदर आर एन नंबर ऑफ स्टारफिश. तो आपके जैसे किसी बच्चे ने पूछा कि अंकल आप ये सारी स्टारफिश को तो डालते हो, उतने में तो नहीं आ जाती है, तो फिर क्या फायदा. तो अंकल बोलते हैं, अंकल ने छोटा सा स्माइल दिया और बोला, ये देखो ये स्टारफिश मैंने डाला, तो ये स्टारफिश की लाइफ में तो चेंज आया ना, राइट? सो यहाँ पर भी मैंने जो आपको ये सारा कुछ बताया, राइट, अगर आप में से किसी के दिमाग में ये उतरा है और आगे जाके if you do innovation which will helpful to the society or this world. Right, ये मेरा session will be very fruitful, I can say. So thank you so much for giving the opportunity to talk my young mind. Right, so let me stop sharing
Thank you so much,
this.
sir. And sir, many of the students are having doubts, so one by one I will
Yeah.
unmute. Okay. Yes, student, you can raise your hand. Okay, Viha Patel.
Yes.
Just wait. Yes, yes, sir.
Yes. पूछिए.
Just this. Yes, Viha, unmute yourself, beta. Yeah, you can speak your doubt, or you can ask your doubt.
Viha, you reattach your mic, beta. It is not working. Your head device is not working, beta. Reattach it. Meanwhile, any other child?
Am I
Okay.
audible?
Yes.
Yes, yes, beta.
Sir, I want to ask you that my dream is that so I want to go to NASA, and I want to ask that in NASA they all are not able to stand. Why it is
All are not able to.
stand in the space without oxygen cylinder?
Yeah. So in space there is no air. There is vacuum. Right. So for to sustain the human life, you require atmosphere. Right? You require certain amount of oxygen. So that's why you require that. That's why you have oxygen cylinder with you as and when you go in the space.
And sir, why the air doesn't come in
Where? Where?
in the space?
Yeah, because we have the air because of the gravity. Right? We have a certain atmosphere due to the gravity of the Earth. Right? So space is like if your air goes away, so space is so large then you don't have that thing. Next.
Sir, Heth. Okay, let me unmute Heth. Yes, Heth, you can ask your
Good
question.
morning.
Morning.
Sir, my doubt is that how many kilometers uh, in space
Hmm.
is there? मतलब वो कभी खत्म ही नहीं होता यार.
Yeah. So that you
वो
need to
कभी खत्म नहीं होता.
find out because see we have not reached to a we have reached up to a certain length of the space. We cannot still we are discovering कि what is the end of the space. Right? हम लोग जहाँ जा सकते हैं, हम लोग जहाँ तक देख सकते हैं वहाँ तक हम लोग देख रहे हैं. Right? Still as the technology will improve, we are able to see the longer distance. So हमको
And
पता है.
sir,
हाँ.
and sir, my another doubt is that the Pluto is there. That how much smaller?
What?
Pluto is there. That is how much smaller?
Smaller than what? Earth, smaller than Sun, smaller than
Earth.
yeah. So do
Earth or moon?
yeah. So do one thing, right? Type this question to the Google, right? So
Okay.
right, and then you will have uh, all the comparison, right? So whenever you have a question, first of all you need to try कि उसका answer available है कि नहीं. If it is not available with your parents, if it is not available with your teachers, if it's not available with your Google, then you need to invent that new answer. then it will be your innovation.
And sir, what is meaning of invention?
Invention is,
Invitation.
huh?
Invitation. Invitation. Um, uh,
Invention.
meaning of yes,
Innovation, he is telling, sir. Innovation.
innovation. Innovation.
इनोवेशन इज क्रिएटिंग अ न्यू थिंग, राइट? अगर आप कुछ नया बनाते हो और उसका वैल्यू है तो इट इज नोन एज इनोवेशन. इट्स द
Okay.
सेम एज इन्वेंशन ओनली, बट इन्वेंशन को आप वैल्यू ऐड करते हो, उसमें कमर्शियलाइज करते हो या वैल्यू ऐड करते हो.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, next up we have Rahil. Okay. Yes, Rahil, you can unmute yourself.
Sir, I have a doubt that how I know that Earth is bigger than Pluto, but are the Pluto and Mercury same size?
See again, you need to, if I answer, it will not remain with you, right, for a lifetime. For that, you need to refer the books, refer the material, right? And when you read that, you will get additional information only. If I say yes, your Pluto is this one, Pluto is larger, so you will not remember, right? The facts you need to find out by, uh, क्योंकि see, if I the point is कि how to solve your queries. For that, मैं तो अवेलेबल अभी 5-10 मिनट के लिए हूँ. उसके बाद आप क्या करोगे? यू नीड टू आस्क द टीचर्स. टीचर्स अवेलेबल, टीचर विल also not available for the 24 hours. So as and when you have a doubt, try to find out the literature regarding that. You might have some reference book, you have a book in your library also. There are a
Yes.
number of books will be available. Then you have a Google also. Google may, if you type, you will get the n number of reference material. You have a n number of videos, right? So try to use that reference material to solve the queries. And then if you don't understand that, then and then you take help of your teachers and all, right? क्योंकि टीचर्स आपको
Yes,
एक
sir.
बार बताएंगे ना, तो इट विल बी देयर विथ यू फॉर फ्यू मिनट्स एंड देन यू विल फॉरगेट इट. बट इफ यू रिसर्च दैट थिंग बाय योरसेल्फ, इट विल रिमेन फॉर अ लाइफ टाइम. बिकॉज आपने खुद ने वो सर्च करके, राइट, वो मटेरियल या तो कुछ भी जो भी आपके सवाल हैं उसका आंसर अपने खुद ने निकाला है ना, तो इट विल रिमेन फॉर यू फॉर लाइफ टाइम. अगर मैं बता दूंगा ना तो इट विल रिमेन फॉर 5 मिनट्स. एंड कल अगर आपको वापस वही क्वेश्चन वापस पूछूंगा तो यू माइट रिमेंबर दैट और नॉट, दैट विल हैव अ डाउट. But if you have find it out by yourself, then it will be remain for longer time, right? So question, जो भी अगर आपको कहीं से भी वो जवाब नहीं मिलते हैं, then you ask your teachers or any expert. एक्सपर्ट से सीधा जाओगे ना तो एक्सपर्ट आपको समझाएंगे तो भी आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा. सो इट इज़ बेटर टू वॉट एवर द क्वेरी यू हैव, ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक. वहाँ पर से नहीं मिल रहा है तो गो वन मोर लेवल, दैट इज योर रेफरेंस बुक. Go to the library, go to the e-library, go to Google, go to YouTube and try to find out. And then you make a certain observation. क्योंकि मैं बताऊंगा ना तो आपको एक ही चीज़ बताऊंगा कि हाँ बड़ा है या छोटा है. But when you research, you will get additional thing also. Fine.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So next up we have two more doubts. Yes, Kathy, you can ask your.
Yes, sir. So, why we can't see moon in space?
Why?
Why we can't see moon in space? We can see moon on Earth, but not on space. Why it is so?
I didn't get to a question. You can see the moon
In
from the Earth. Yeah.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. So why we can't see the moon from in space? Why we can't see moon in space? Means it's like satellite, but it is not planet. Moon is not planet. I'm asking that.
Yeah. So you can see, Madhab, you want to say that, or you want to ask that, ki if you go in the space and if you look at the Earth, you are not able to see the moon. Is it your
Yes,
question?
sir. Yes, sir.
But you can see, it depends upon the position of the moon, ki where, from where you are seeing the Earth, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So last question we have. Yes, Devraj, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. My doubt is that
Yeah.
in Delhi, the
Hmm.
pollution is the atmosphere is very big. Then why only in Delhi the air quality is very low?
All right. So fine. You want to ask that?
Sir?
Ki, yes, yes. I got your question. Ki you want to ask that? Ki why the quality of air is so bad in Delhi? The atmosphere is everywhere, but only in Delhi, why it is so? Right now, it depends.
Yes.
Yeah, it depends upon where the emission takes place, where the pollutant are emitting, and then you have a certain wind phenomena, right? The direction of the wind and the diffusion, right? So it is not कि दिल्ली का एटमॉस्फेयर खराब है और सूरत का क्यों नहीं खराब है, वो डिपेंड करता है कि कहाँ से आपके पॉल्यूटेंट्स ज़्यादा एमिट होते हैं, एंड देन सेकेंड इज कि विंड डायरेक्शन कौन सा है, विंड आपका कहाँ से आपके पॉल्यूटेंट को कहाँ ले जाता है.
Yes. Yes. Sir, and my second question is that in Delhi there are some towers for making the pollution low. So why then also the pollution is very.
Okay, so towers cannot.
Sir?
हाँ.
Sir, in Delhi there are some towers for controlling the pollution. So why then also the Delhi has very much pollution?
So it is same like sometimes there are teachers to control your class, but still you make masti in your class, you make a noise in the class. करते हो ना? कि नहीं करते हो? करते हो ना? Though the teachers are there, then also you do it. So in the same way, there are controller, but you have a more pollutants than the controller. Then the pollution may take place. Right? It is the number of vehicles, number of industries that have.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
So वहाँ
Thank
पर
you, sir.
they do follow. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, so it was a really great session and students really enjoyed. And by looking at their questions and queries,
Yeah.
we might have a great scientist
Yeah.
in next 10 to 15 years. Yes.
Sure. So if we have any doubt, if they have any query, you can always connect to me directly, indirectly. I have given that link in the last slide. So then when you have any of your student want to connect, you are welcome. And once again, thank you for giving this opportunity, right, to talk the young minds. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So bye everyone. Take care. And here we end up this.
Bye, sir.
Bye
Thank you,
bye
sir.
bye. And enjoy your Sunday.